pH, hydronium ion concentration, 1.6 times 10 to the negative 3. What's the pH? Well, you take the natural log of that number. And this is what you end up with, 2.80. Okay, and then if we ask you to find the pH for giving you the hydroxide ion concentration. Now this is a situation you need to remember. Hydroxide ion concentration, we can simply take the negative log of this. That will give you pOH. If the question is asking you to find pH, pOH, 14 minus pOH will give you pH. So two different ways to do that. You can either figure out, based on the concentration of hydroxide ion, you can figure out the concentration of hydronium ion and then take the negative log of that, or you can simply calculate the pOH first and then subtract it from 14. That will give you a pH of 10.5 there. Now again, this indicates the solution number 3 is acidic. Solution number 4 is basic. 7 is the watershed, if you will. Below 7, that's acidic. And above 7, that's basic there. Okay. Other calculations there, we give you the concentration, we ask you to find the, we give you the pH, we ask you to find the concentration. The inverse log of a negative 8.79, or 10 to the negative 8.79 power, and we'll give you the answer. Plug in the number there, and this is what you're going to get. Now, here you get 8.79, 2 decimal places there, so the coefficient should bear 2 sig figs. On the other way around, when you have 2 sig figs here, the pH value has 2 decimal places there. Okay, and this is what we need you to be able to do to calculate the pH. Because when you get into Chem 102, pH calculation is going to be a big part of chemical equilibrium. So chapter 15 will mainly focus on this calculation. Giving you a weak acid or a weak base, giving you the equilibrium constant, we ask you to figure out the pH. Basically, if you need to figure out the pH, you have to be able to figure out the concentration first and then take the negative log there. Okay, so that's what Chem 102 is going to be focusing on for this particular chapter. And then in Chem 101, all we want to do is to introduce how do we define acid, how do we define base, how do we figure out pH, and if the concentration is given, or how do we figure out the concentration if the pH is given. Okay, you will be getting into the details in Chem 102. We'll get into the details about the behavior of acid base, of weak acid and weak bases there. So here are the examples of the type of calculations that we have here. Okay, you need to be able to do these calculations, and that's pretty much all we want to talk about in chapter 15. So this is really not an entire chapter there. We only scratched the surface of the chapter. And this is the end of the chapter 15 there. And again, when you study for the final exam there, make sure you click on final exam on Canvas and do the review questions there. And click on exam number 1, number 2, number 3, and do those review questions there. Four quizzes that I gave you. Okay, make sure you answer those questions there. And the final exam is going to be in this classroom on Monday, June 29th, and from 8 to 10, 2 hours there. And as always, thanks for a great semester. And as everything must end in this. Good luck with your Chem 102 if you're taking Chem 102. Monday, either ready now, do it. Monday is Monday is
It's like an antidote if you're like on a bad trip.
Isn't it? It's real tough.
I know. For 5 weeks, you did a really good job packing it all in.
Thank you.
I don't forget.
There are